Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It is a wild Saturday afternoon as I'm doing this reading. Very cold, very stormy, and the storm has seemingly taken down our fiber cable. So if I can't upload this, that is what's going on. If these videos suddenly appear in the middle of the night, it's because we're out of contact at the moment. We're cut off from the world, but hopefully communications will be restored at some stage and you'll be able to see these videos. So I'm going to keep them short today, and I have got the new chapter tarot on the tarot table for this first reading because we are looking at an alleged new chapter in the Penguin Random House saga, or even a whole new book, Meghan's memoir. And the talk of the town is that she allegedly is going to reveal the identity of the royal racist, the person who was anonymously accused in the Oprah interview. Harry then walked it back and said, oh no, we never said anyone was a racist. We were just talking about unconscious bias. And then he smirked like crazy. And Tom Bradby nearly fell out of his chair with the shock. But Harry said, as far as I can remember, Harry said we will never identify the person. But now the rumor goes that Meghan is planning to reveal all in her memoir. She's got nothing else really to tell anyone. So I suppose she's got to scrape the barrel like this. So we're going to have a look at this. We're going to do a little 6-card reading. And we're going to use the new chapter tarot, and we're going to ask, is she really going to do this? Who's in her sights? People are speculating it's either Camilla or it's Prince William. Queen Camilla or Prince William. There are other potentials, of course. Princess Anne, Catherine could be, Princess of Wales. But we're going to ask who could possibly be in Meghan's sights, how Harry feels about this now allegedly being about to drop. And then we're going to do 2 outcome cards, and which is why it's a 6-card reading. First of all, the outcome in the sense of how people will view this royal, how they will view the news. And then second of all, how the royal will respond if this actually happens. And according to Neil Sean, the royal family doesn't care, not bothered, because allegedly Meghan has proved herself to be a liar, and so no one is going to believe this. That is what he claims. And of course she has lied in court about collaborating with Omid Scobie on his book funding freebies. She lied on Oprah about the secret wedding that never was. Archbishop of Canterbury had to come out and deny it. And then she most recently lied about that near catastrophic car chase, which the New York mayor and the chief of police, the NYPD, both said, no, it didn't happen, nothing to see here, and case closed. So they do have a point if this is indeed true. And we're going to look at this 6-card reading, 2 outcome cards. Is she going to do this? Who's the royal that she's going to finger? How does Harry feel? How will the public view this royal? How will the story go down? Will it be a shock and horror thing, or will people think, well, who cares? And how will the royal respond? Because, you know, it is potentially a sort of cause for litigation if she makes those kinds of claims, publishes them in a book. Could be potentially defamatory. So, of course, we're on that topic. Slippery slopes. Let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all just my opinion. It's all speculation and rumour and gossip. I read energy here. Energy being archetypal energy, and because it involves the royal family, and they are the archetypal family. And disclaimer in the box below, these cards aren't quite jumping enough. There they go. Now we got them. Took a while, and now we have it, and we have a card on the floor. Could even, of course, be the king himself. I saw the death card there. I don't know if you saw it. I'm going to have to climb under the table. Oh, no, I'm not. I don't have to climb under the table. There is the last one. We'll shuffle them back in and see what we can see. Needs me to shuffle them in again. Sorry about this. I was going to keep it short and sweet. Well, not necessarily sweet, but short. And let's see what the cards have to say. New chapter tarot has to say about this alleged royal racist and the fact that they might be identified or fingered in Megan's memoir, which she herself is writing. Doesn't need a ghostwriter. Oh no, she's brilliant, brilliant writer, of course. We've got the Hierophant. It's called the Teacher in this tarot deck, but it's the Teacher is the Hierophant. Is the Royal Family, of course. Is the Taurus card. So it used to be the Queen herself, because she was a Taurus, of course. I doubt very much that she's going to be identified as the culprit in this, because Harry and Meghan said at the time it wasn't the Queen, it wasn't Prince Philip. But anyway, we have the Royal Family here. We have them as an institution, as an organization, as a place that plays by the rules, that is a status quo, all the good things that bind society together. That's what the Hierophant really does. So it's a big card, because it is, she's really taking pot shots at a very big and very stable institution, and an institution that is supposed to be, and that's why I say it's archetypal. Every time I say my disclaimer, I say that, because it's supposed to be a role model for us. It's a sort of a meta family, the royal family. And so when they misbehave, we all sit up and take notice. And that's why we're all sitting up and taking notice at the moment. Anyway, story. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with the Six of Swords. We're dealing with somebody who feels that they were so badly treated that they had to exit, they had to leave, they had to go overseas because of the racist environment in the UK. We know about the right-wing extremists who've just been sentenced. They were producing a very unpleasant podcast targeting, among others, Meghan and Harry and Archie. But also, allegedly, according to the story that Harry and Meghan have told, the unconscious bias in the royal family that made life so terribly difficult for Meghan Markle that she wanted to off herself, and they eventually had to exit. There it is, the Six of Swords, they exited. I'm simply stating what they want us to believe. I'm not depicting it necessarily as being true. It's simply their truth. So is Meghan going to identify this culprit in her book, in her memoir? Is she intending to do this? Ace of Pentacles, yes. That's a yes, a firm yes. Upright Ace is a yes normally in tarot, especially the Ace of Pentacles, because in this case it means a big payday for her. So it's big money to do this. We know that Harry and Meghan are rather cash-strapped at the moment. We speculate that they are anyway. I've done many readings on that, including one yesterday. Big payday for her if she trots this story out. Allegedly, Netflix are looking for similar sort of gossip from Harry. Don't care about Africa. Who cares about Africa, really? We want the juice. We want the goss. We want to know what really happened at the coronation. What did Princess Anne say to you? Was her feather really in your way? All that kind of stuff. We want the goss here. And big money. It's a big payday for Meghan. Huge if she does this. So who is the person that's in her sights? I'm feeling a little bit nervous now. I've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. And look who the Nine of Wands is. It's not who I was expecting. I would say in this energy it is Catherine. That's the one she's got in her sights. This is not Camilla energy. It's too junior. It's Catherine who is the one who all the attention has been on recently. I'm going on it simply because of the artwork of the card and the energy that I'm feeling. So two things. It's why I use different tarot decks for different readings, because the artwork always informs the interpretation. And this is Catherine. It's no one else. It can't be anyone else. It's a female energy in this card. And it's a younger female with dark hair. That's Catherine. And she is the one who has been the golden, the star of the royal family recently. Seemingly can't put a foot wrong. And there it is. She is under attack. She's going to be under attack in this. That's quite surprising to me. I'm really surprised. I thought it would be Camilla or William. There's a very small chance that it would be Catherine or Charles as the target. But we know that Meghan has, we speculate that she has an unhealthy envy and almost hatred of Catherine. We've heard about the shared lipstick and the wanting to arrive arm in arm at Wimbledon and show that they're best buddies, and Catherine was having none of it. Catherine wouldn't take her shopping. Catherine married William. Meghan had to deal with the spare, the ginger spare, all of that. We know about that. Somebody, I think it's the Royal Grift, has just done a video on YouTube about that animosity, about that resentment that seemingly went back a long way from Meghan's point of view, all allegedly, all speculating, all disclaimer in the box below. But that's the person. 9 of Wands in reverse is somebody who is doesn't have a good enough boundaries around them. And I'm not saying that Catherine herself personally doesn't have enough boundaries around her. She's got security, she's tough, she has toughened up in her time in the royal family, but she's vulnerable somehow, or she's perceived as vulnerable here in this card. It's troubling me as a reader. But we're going to find out what's going to happen. So let's see how Harry feels about this. We know that Harry was once very fond of Catherine, viewed her as a sister. A lot of people speculated he had very strong feelings for her, more than just possibly brotherly feelings for her. But let's see how Harry feels about this. If this is, this is really, this is going to cause big trouble. 5 of Cups in reverse. This is going to, isn't it interesting? It's the same blood that's in the 6 of Swords is here. It's sort of spilling both ways. Bit gruesome, sorry about that, with the new chapter tarot. But anyway, it's 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is regret, sorrow, remorse. Will I ever get over this? It is in reverse, trying to get over something. Usually you would read that card that way. But I think he thinks if she goes down this road, he will never get over it. Catherine will never get over it. William will never get over it. The royal family will never get over it. This would be a disaster, and this would be painful more than the other kinds of cards that could show up as reputational harm and things like that. This is feelings. This is feelings that won't go away, that won't heal. This is very dangerous territory that Meghan is potentially going to tread down. I think Camilla would be too dangerous because they know that already with Harry and the book. The minute that book came out claiming that Camilla was a villain, they got turfed out of Frogmore Cottage. So I think that they would be a little bit frightened of targeting her. William, of course, William has the authority, or will have in future, to remove titles and really cast them into outer darkness. Catherine is the vulnerable. She's the weak link in all of this, they think. Meghan thinks. My speculation, I have to repeat that this is all my opinion, my interpretation of the energy and of the cards. I'm speculating here wildly. Okay, so how would the public react to this? How would they view the royal? How would they view the revelation? How would the public feel about this? 4 of Cups in reverse. It's kind of who cares? 4 of Cups is there like indifferent energy, couldn't be bothered, really. So it's a rejection, it's indifference, it's I'm not interested, I'm not excited by what you're telling me. The card is in the reverse, so it could mean that they were like, okay, well, tell us something that does interest us, rather, that energy, or just completely indifferent. So that's reassuring, that it'll be like, well, it's Meghan. We know she doesn't like Catherine. We know she's resents her, envious of her. There was a whole who made who cry business. So, well, how would this royal whom I'm identifying, I'm speculating, possibly, is Catherine. How would the royal in question, whoever it is, respond? And we got the 5 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to say that they will just do the quiet, never explain, never complain thing, because the card is in reverse. Pride is it's a conflict card. It's fighting. It's competition. It's competition within a family unit. It's striving to outdo. And it's, well, she's trying to outdo me. She's trying to compete with me, but she's failing. She has already failed. She's lost. And so why should I give this any attention? I will carry on. In my role, I'm very comfortable in my skin. I know who I am. I know that I'm doing the job that I'm supposed to be doing. I know my relationship is good. My children are doing very well. Everything is fine. So what? If this miserable so-and-so wants to do this, wants to be in this 5 of Wands energy, that's her bad luck. I'm not going to participate in it. I'm not going to give it any energy. I'm not going to give it any attention. Very good. That's still a bit of a shock to me. Interested to hear what you have to say about it. We've got 5s here. We've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. Harry will be stricken if Meghan does this. We've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. Catherine thinking, oh well, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna step down and get dirty in this mess here, this unseemly display here. And we've got the teacher, the Hierophant, the major arcana, the 5th of the major arcana, and that is lessons. Really, what the Hierophant is telling us: maintain the high road. Always that with a Hierophant, it's stick on the high road, play by the rules, do the right thing, learn your lessons, grow up. Be responsible, which this energy is not. But this response, seemingly, my interpretation will be. So that's interesting. So yet again, we're getting a teaching moment thanks to the royal family and thanks to Meghan Markle and to Harry. And we have had many teaching moments over the past few years, which is why we watch them as avidly as we do and do tarot readings on them. And that's this one. Thanks for watching it. Bit of a shock there. I'm going to get on with the next one now.